Be interesting, would you? I don't know if there's anybody you'd sub in for a jump ball right now.
DeAndre Jordan.
You wonder, the possession is that important right now. Would you do it? Would you?
Well, Jeff Green is going to jump it up.
Against Ayton? See, now you're basically, you don't gain as much as you'd like.
Not sure if you can make a substitution.
Yeah, that's a good point. I want to make sure I'm not
I
right.
don't know if the rules let you do it.
Not
You
a
can call a timeout to do it if you want.
Yeah, but if
because it ends up not being a timeout.
I see. So, something I don't want to embarrass myself. I could be wrong.
Yeah, there are a
Might
lot
not
of
be
these
able
little
to do that.
details here that even sometimes the coaches don't know.
Anyway, steal it. In the middle of the air, can the Nets steal this tip back?
Capers to toss it up. Green wins the tip back to Harden, to the Nets control.
A veteran play, timing.
All right, for all that the Nets have done, they have never had a chance to tie. They've got that chance now with 1:08 to go in the game. Down 3. Green's got it up top. Working out of the right. Played by Ayton in a switch. Working it right. Down the lane. Go to the rim. Lays it in. Cuts the lead to 1 with 59 seconds to go.
Nets are attacking Ayton every time they can.
Now Booker into the front court. Hands to Paul. Played by Shamet. 50 seconds to go in the game. Suns of the ball up 1. High screen from Ayton. Paul moving right. Switched on Harden. Spins around to the foul line. Elbow. Got in the air. Back it out. Bridges a 3. It's no good. Green with a rebound. Nets can take the lead. 34 seconds to go. Harden straight on. 3 on the way. Good! Oh, James Harden has led them all the way back. Nets take a 2-point lead with 29.8 seconds to go. A 24-point lead for the Suns is gone. James Harden with 36. Timeout Phoenix.
He was able to come up, Chris. There's about 33 seconds on the clock when he was coming up the floor. He knew that he could let it fly because he wanted to be in a 2-for-1 situation. And James Harden, if he's within 35 feet, he's got a shot to make the play. The play was originally made by Jeff Green winning the jump ball. He gets it, and then James Harden comes up the floor. Again, the clock.
Well, the Green, they got a 2.
Then they missed. That's
then
right.
the miss, and then
exactly.
the 3 here, but they got to stop.
They got to stop. Thank you.
And the Nets have their first lead of the night.
And here's the thing, though. Harden shooting it at that time. There's basically 30 seconds left. The Nets will get the ball back right now.
How about your first lead of the night coming with 29.8 seconds to go, and it's 126-124 Brooklyn. Who saw this coming?
Wow.
Well, here we go.
Still work to be done, but wow, they got one more good stop in them right here. There's going to be a lot of possessions the rest of this way. Nets have really just attacked Ayton every possession. Been able to get all the way to the rim.
Crowder to inbound, far side front court, gets it into Booker up top.
No threes.
Booker out to the right, cut off by Shamet. Shamet hounded him. Booker muscling him inside, tough twisting shot, no good. Rebound batted around and scooped up off the floor by Joe Harris. Harris trying to get it away. Nets finally called a timeout with 13.7 seconds to go. The Nets with the 2-point lead, they call a timeout as Harris is having trouble getting rid of the ball.
And who was right in the middle of yelling for the timeout? James Harden going right over to him like a leader right there to call the time.
How about the defense of Landry Shamet on Booker?
He was chesting him up as physical as you possibly can. Excellent job by Shamet. Not giving any kind of ground as Booker was trying to back him down, and he went straight up, and then the Nets retrieved the rebound. Excellent job. Great call by the Shamet defense.
Now, the Nets had the ball in the backcourt, and I don't know if they're going to say, did Harris advance the ball? If it didn't advance the ball,
they got to inbound it.
They can move it into the front court.
Or they can use a tie. They got one timeout remaining to advance it also.
Yeah. So 13.7 seconds to go. This would go down as one of the great comebacks in franchise history. Since 2012, they have had 3 comebacks of 21 or more on the road. They did it back in March against Boston. They did it in January of 2019 at Orlando down 21. They were down 28 against Sacramento in that game back in 2019. And they will advance into the front court.
Got a
Jeff
timeout
Green
remaining.
is going to inbound.
One timeout remaining.
The Nets inbounding up by 2. Their first lead of the night. 13.7 seconds to go. They get it on the near side of Harden. He's surrounded and a foul committed by the Suns, who were arguing. They didn't think they fouled him. They were trying to trap it. Now, that puts the Suns over the limit. So James Harden's going to go to the line.
Excellent job by James Harden. He cleared some space and he was able to run through Mikal Bridges to receive the inbound pass.
And Bridges and Booker trapped him, and Harden winced and was holding his face as if, I believe, Booker had hit him in the face. Suns were arguing that it didn't happen. Not challenging, but they put him at the line. Harden with the Nets up 2, 11.3 seconds to go. Free throw is good for James Harden. Nets up by 3. The Nets were down 12 at the end of 3. They were down 21 at halftime. They've trailed by as much as 24 in the game. They got their first lead with 31 seconds to go. And now looking to make it a 2-possession lead as Harden eyes the rim. Free throw is good, 38 for Harden. And a timeout Suns as the Nets go up by 4 with 11.3 seconds to go. And I love when these West Coast games end up being the big comeback, Kaepernick, because you know.
Yeah.
And this is not a critique on Net fans, but there are a bunch, I'm sure, and this would be of any team. It's late.
Yeah.
When they're down 20-something, they're giving up 75 in the first half. They're going to bed, and they're going to get up in the morning, and they are going to be stunned if the Nets can hang on and win this game.
I tell you what, we're broadcasting the game. I'm saying, boy, I'm impressed that the Nets are giving a nice effort. This is something they're going to be able to build on. And then here they keep creeping up and creeping up. And then they have to, sit Harden for a while. So you're saying, well, he's got to sit for a while. There's no way. Then guys like Shamet, Tyler Johnson, everybody steps up and starts playing. Joe Harris really showed some great leadership in scoring. And then the defense, and they stayed with it. And then they made the game interesting for the last 6 minutes to go. Harden comes back.
But we know there's still work to be done. We've seen stranger things this season.
Exactly.
11.3 seconds to go. The Nets are up 4, and Phoenix will have the ball. Now, the Suns are out of timeouts.
And Nets know they have one right now. So when the Suns score, if they score, are the Nets going to advance the ball, or are they going to try to get it in, or do a little bit of both, where they might try to get it in, then use the timeout?
By the way, the Nets have made 23s tonight in consecutive games. First time in franchise history. Paul inbounding, front court for the Suns. Cross court to the left. Crowder's got it. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound back tap. Paul goes into the backcourt to get it. Down to 5 seconds to go. A long 3. No good. Rebound run down by Harden, and that's it. The Nets come back from 24 down in Phoenix to beat the Suns 128 to 124. Wow. What a game. The Nets win their 4th in a row behind 38 from Harden, coming back from as much as 24 down, 12 down to start the 4th quarter on the second of a back-to-back on the 3rd game of a West Coast trip. An unlikely victory without Durant, without Irving. What a night for Brooklyn.
Now, what a game, what a performance, what an effort. Did not see this coming at all. At halftime, you're saying, wow, Nets 3 games in 4 nights. There's no way they have it. They found some energy. They started playing some defense in the second half. They gained some confidence. A lot of guys stepped up. Jeff Green, Landry Shamet, guys making plays. They made the game manageable going into the 4th. The reserves came in and played very well. Harden came back and was able to orchestrate and make things happen. And Jeff Green making plays. And the defense really, really was impressive. Chris, I can't believe what we just witnessed right now. I mean, it was shocking. Because I thought it would be I just thought it was going to be a nice story. Hey, Got to respect these Nets. They're starting to learn how to play defense. They just got to do it longer. No, they did enough to win a game.
And they still won against the Suns team that had won 6 in a row and 9 of the last 10. They end that streak, and we'll be back after this on The Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM, Sports Radio 66, and streaming on WFAN.com.
Did you know that you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites. And with the app, they're all only a few taps away. So download the McDonald's app today and make sure you don't miss out on app-only deals you won't find anywhere else. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before laundry day. McDonald's app download and registration required.
Kill the cancer.